remember my grandmother when I was young. She was this like really eccentric, interesting lady who always home cooked all of her food, like home cooked her pasta, made her own sauce, and she was just an interesting lady. She's just a really unique lady. And then to see her in this, and she was so fiery, and she was always like yelling about things, and she's always passionate about things. And then to see her completely immobile for the last 12 years of her life. And then when I moved to New Jersey, well, I stayed in New Jersey for a while with them, trying to save up money for an apartment. And when I was doing that, I just got to see firsthand, like really clearly, like this life doesn't end well. And then it can end the way it ended for my grandmother, in a terrible way, where she was just in agony. And it was me at really the beginning of a new stage in my life, where I was signed by a manager who's still my manager to this day as a comedian, and I was embarking on this like very promising aspect of my life. I was very excited. It was a new beginning, and here I am. And then I move to my grandfather's place and stay with him and my grandmother, and I'm watching her die. And she's dying slowly. And it's ugly. It's ugly. I would just hear her in the middle of the night, just, whoa. You could just hear her moan. It wasn't a big house. You could hear everything. And it was just a reminder, man, like, you got to get going. This thing doesn't last, and you don't want regrets. You don't want any regrets.
That's right. And we're all going to die one day.
Yeah.
And we're going to think, was it a life well lived or not?
Yeah. Was it a life well lived? And did you learn? Did you learn from your mistakes? You're going to make mistakes. Don't define yourself by them. But did you learn? And are you on the path to optimize yourself?
Did you become the best person you could be with what you were given?
Right. Yeah. And if not, why? And if not, do it now. Yeah, you can't change the past. You know, a lot of us would. I would love to go back and correct some of the things I've done, particularly things if I hurt people's feelings. But you can't. So what do? You gotta keep going, and you gotta learn.